Diploma in Junior Primary and Pre-Primary Education, DJP EE22 and DPP EE22. Assignment based. Presented by Mrs. H.A. Saunderson, Saturday, 23rd September 2017. My name is Annelie Saunderson, tutor for Environmental Education, Year 2, Semester 2. A very warm welcome to all the students. General information. Draw a line on the right side of the page where I can write the total marks in. Number your questions clearly and keep spaces in between. For example, question 1, write your answer and open one line, write your answer and open one line, etc. Make sure your name, student number and subject is written correctly. Start every question on a new page, please. Number the pages clearly. Arrange the final pages in the correct order and then staple it neatly together. Whenever you need to tear out pages from a book to write, please use a scissor to cut it out neatly. Remember the following. Continuous assessment per semester module consists of 100 marks for modules of 8 credits. A 50% semester or continuous assessment mark is required for admission to examinations. A final pass mark of 50% is required, calculated by 60% of the examination mark and 40% of the semester or continuous assessment mark. A sub-minimum of 50% must be attained in the examination. Please take the marks allocated for each question into consideration when determining the length of your answer. For example, do not write one page for 2 marks only. And for questions with 10 to 15 marks, write at least 1.5 pages. Write your details as requested on the front page. Read the assignment a couple of times to make sure you understand the instructions and the questions. Inquiries, please contact IOL office at 061 275 4000. Assignment questions will be guided by the following aspects. Question 1. 1.1. Outline what a teacher should be doing in the assessment and reinforcement phase or closure of an environmental lesson for 5 marks. Now, after a certain lesson or a topic that was given to a class, learners need to be assessed. The teacher assesses a learner to see if the learner understands what was being taught. The teacher prepares a few questions for a topic test or a topic task to be done. It can only count 10 marks as long as you cover the content of the topic. To answer this question, you need to tell me what and how you are going to assess the learner. Please be advised that there is no examples in your study guide, so you need to Google this answer. I personally Googled it, and there you can find a lot of interesting examples. But you need to give me only 5 examples. Question 1.2. List the features of a demonstration lesson, and that counts 10 marks. What are the features of a demonstration lesson? When you need to write out a lesson, it consists of different parts or headings. Number 1, the learning objectives. What do you want to teach the learners? Write 2 sentences about what you want to teach them. The basic competencies. What do you want to achieve, or what is your aim at the end of the lesson? Write 2 examples. Teaching aids. What or which teaching aids are you going to use in your lesson? Remember, there is also concrete teaching aids, for example, a dog, a cat, etc., apart from the normal pictures, books, and flashcards. Lesson content. Remember, here the content will differ from lesson to lesson or from topic to topic. Write down the facts only that you need the learners to know by heart. For example, what would the facts be when you teach the learners about the Welwitschia plant? Teacher and learner activities. Here you write down each and everything that the teacher and the learners going to do. For example, the teacher asks questions and the learners give the answers. Enrichment activities. Remember that there are learners who complete their tasks very quickly. The teacher needs to prepare a lot of other activities for those learners to keep them busy while the others are still busy. It should be activities that they find interesting but also very easy to do. Continuous assessment need to be done at the end of the topic. Learners and parents need to be informed well in advance so that learners can learn at home and do proper revision together with parents before the test. Question 1.3. Write out only the information processing phase of a lesson on the topic Welwitschia plant, and that counts 10 marks. It means you need to tell the learners what are the facts that you want them to learn by heart about the Welwitschia plant. For example, it is a strange and ancient plant. It grows in the desert, etc. You can also Google this question and see how many interesting facts you can find about the Welwitschia plant. Question 2. Namibian social groups, culture and infrastructure. Question 2.1. Explain how the roles of women in urban areas differ from the roles in rural areas. And that counts 6 marks. Women living in urban areas are full-day workers, while women in rural areas are housewives. Explain their different roles, what they do, and what are their status. Question 2.2. Explain what the colors of the Namibian national flag means. Here you list all the colors of the flag and give a meaningful explanation about every color. Question 2.3. Discuss how the availability of transport in regions have an impact on the quality of life of people. Here you discuss the different kinds of transport in Namibia and give an example of each. For example, roads. There are 2 major development projects, the Trans-Caprivi Highway and the Trans-Kalahari Highway, which provide access to all SADC countries for trade, and so you can go on. Question 3. Economic, geographical features and health. 3.1. Describe the components of a small business, and that counts 6 marks. A small business consists of many different components. List and discuss the different components. Question 3.2. Distinguish between the 4 biomes in Namibia, and that counts 4 marks. There is 4 different biomes. List and discuss each one. 3.3. List 5 causes of obesity. Here you mention the most common cause of obesity and other illnesses. Question 4. Nutrition and plants. Question 4.1. Analyze the importance of personal cleanliness, and that counts 8 marks. Cleanliness is next to godliness. Discuss this statement. Question 4.2. Clarify each of the following for 12 marks. 4.2.1. What are producers? 4.2.2. What are herbivores? 4.2.3. What are carnivores? 4.2.4. What are decomposers? Question 5. Insects, animals, and signs. Question 5.1. Explain carotid rete and why this makes the oryx perfectly adapted to the Kalahari. Here you describe in 10 ways what you understand about the word carotid rete. Question 5.2. Differentiate between precocial and altricial development in young mammals or birds for 2 marks. Here you give the meaning and classification about what happens during these 2 developments. Question 5.3. Name the products that people gain from cattle for 8 marks. And if you have a study guide, you can look it up on page 157 in your study guide. List the byproducts we can gain from each part. You can have the hides. What are the byproducts? The hooves, the internal organs, the brain, manure, the bones, the milk, and the hair. Each one must have a byproduct. Last but not least, students, if you need assistance, please phone 081 200 4606 or email hanneliesaunderson@gmail.com. Enjoy doing your assignment and good luck.